Hey there everyone, it's Kay here on my homestead, and there are a few other things that have to be done before the deep winter sets in. And one of them is I need to get down to the cats are chasing the leaves. Get down to dig up the moringa, and I should have done this a month ago, but I'm going to do it because it's going to freeze again tonight. And maybe it's still alive. So I'm going to get on the four-wheeler and I'm going to go down and hopefully dig up a moringa. And I'm going over to the side garden and pick up some of those squash. So come with me. You know, people keep telling me that this is going to be a cold, dark winter. But I'm just remembering that the mowers were here on December the 10th in short sleeves. T-shirts last year, and so I'm thinking, well, it's going to be in the 50s during the day and maybe dip down to 30 at night until Christmas, but that's not what people are telling me. So this is a huge adjustment. So I wanted to say that moringa has a deep taproot, and of course moringa is not for zone 7. It grows in tropics and Asia and Phoenix. It's a great plant in Phoenix. Hey Spot. So I have these size pots. This is really not deep enough for the taproot of moringa. It's got a big beautiful seed and it puts out a taproot that goes down, usually it's at least 10 inches. Just a little string almost, and it goes down, and then there's a bulb at the bottom, and from there little hair-like roots spread out, and that's how it grows. And so it's going to be a challenge to see if we can get all the way underneath that ball of that taproot without breaking it. And I wish I had a deeper pot, but I don't. So this is what we're going to try. And I'm going to take this root slayer because, first of all, that's about almost a foot long that I can sink it in. So that ought to do the trick. I think I'll take the dump trailer and then I'll swing by and pick up the squash that's left in the side garden. It's a little overkill, but I don't want this thing flying off and hitting me. These look pretty anemic. I think I'd be much better to start from scratch. But at least you see the example. No roots in here at all. You get the tap root, and then I've basically lost most of what came off of that. So it would be amazing if they even survived. I'm just going to take two different plantings. This one has a little bit more roots around it. I didn't want to rip it all off. You can see a nice root coming off the top of the tap root there. So this one actually is more promising. Just to recap, there are 3 moringa with the taproot still on. They look like they're on life support. I am going to push some soil down in, especially this pot because there wasn't that much dirt in those 2, and get that covered up for now. And I'm hoping that the squash that I just pulled in from the garden continue to ripen inside. Some people told me that they thought their winter squash was ruined after the freeze, but they brought it in and they were able to cook it and it was delicious. Now it probably won't keep, you know, as long as winter squash normally would keep if you cure it, but at least I have something. I hope. It's really freezing cold. So I'm going to take it in where it's warm so it can continue ripening. Hi. Say hi. Where's Tiger? Where's Tiger? Where's Tiger? Okay, go get Tiger. Come here, Spot. Come here, Spot. They're all excited because the leaves are blowing. They're chasing the leaves. I would have taken more of the native soil down there, but as you can see, it is solid clay. And I have a feeling that just staying in that wet soil all summer caused it to not develop properly. Hi. What do you think? Okay, I've got them all separated, and I decided to go ahead and give them some nutrition. This is a mix of compost, organic compost, azomite, and some slow release organic fertilizer. And I thought, you know what? It hasn't had any nutrition all summer, so, and right now I want it to get going. I've already put it on here. I'm going to top it off with some compost. Moringa. Now I know that moringa grows like a weed in the right climate, but since this has had no nutrition, I'm going to go ahead and give it a little bit of fish fertilizer with water. Normally, like in Phoenix, you would cut this all the way back, and maybe I'll do that, but for right now I just want to get them established into these pots. So that day I brought the 3 moringa inside and put them on a heat mat under light, hoping that it would resuscitate them and get them thinking that they were back in a growing mode and not winter time when you die back. This experiment might not work, but I tried it anyway. So a few days later, these were all dried up. Everything at the top was completely dried up and dead, and you can see this is brittle. So I cut them back, and I'm waiting to see if a sprout might come up beside it, which happened to me in my garden in California. But if not, I am also going to plant another seed. Now these are the seeds. They're very interesting. They have like a paper edge on 3 sides. And I'm just going to stick this 1 inch down. Like I said, this is an experiment just to see if I can possibly grow moringa in an artificial environment, because moringa is one of the most nutritious plants on earth. And if I can get those leaves growing in the, quote, greenhouse, then I can dry them and put them in smoothies and have more nutrition. So thanks so much for following my journey here on the homestead. I hope you subscribe, become a regular viewer, share them with your friends, and hit that like button, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. If you enjoyed this video, please watch these. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And I'll see you in the next video.